Before the apocalypse, my little brother and I got 3 cheat abilities. Freeze, which can permanently lock an object in its current state. Repeat, which can memorize and keep repeating one action. And Teleport Mark, which lets you mark a place and teleport there. My brother snatched Repeat and Teleport Mark first, then dumped Freeze on me because it looked the most useless. But 3 days later, the apocalypse hit with extreme heat and non-stop rain. Resources that used to be easy to get suddenly became priceless. And with Freeze, I kept my house and the temperature at 59 in perfect condition. But after surviving 5 years of the apocalypse, my brother pushed me off a building on the second day after it ended. This is all your fault for taking Freeze. Otherwise, I could have protected Lulu and her whole family. When I opened my eyes again, I had somehow gone back to before the apocalypse, and my brother instantly chose Freeze. The moment I saw that, I knew he'd been reborn too. Bro, hurry up and pick. He stared at me like he was on guard. It was obvious he was testing me, trying to see if I'd come back too. So I played along and picked the other 2 abilities. Bro, you should go buy some supplies. The forecast says we probably won't be able to go outside for a long time. He was doing everything he could to get me out of the house so he could take it over. What a great little brother. I forced myself to hold back my anger, and before I left, I secretly put a mark on the doorknob. Then I went to the grocery store and bought every kind of food that could last a long time. But right then, my bank card sent me a low balance alert. My brother had already spent all the money first. Cold-blooded, seriously. So that's what all that money was for, taking care of Liu Ruyan's whole family. But I had Teleport Mark, so later that night I could just teleport over and take supplies directly. Thinking that, I left a mark at the grocery store. Then I went to a factory and paid top dollar for the best hand crank generator they had. After the apocalypse, electricity was one of the most valuable resources there was. And with Repeat, I could use that ability to keep generating power non-stop. In my last life, my brother only used Repeat to entertain himself. It was honestly a total waste of that ability. Right after that, I found a worker who installed booster pumps and used Repeat to memorize his movements. Then I went to a well out in the suburbs, marked the location, and used Repeat to keep pumping water over and over. That way, all my survival resources were covered. Just as I was about to head home, my brother suddenly called me. Bro, Lulu's coming over to hang out, so how about you stay at a hotel for the next couple days? I just calmly said okay. Liu Ruyan's whole family were bad news. Since my brother didn't even want me around, the brother who literally saved his life, then fine. He could face the apocalypse with his beloved girlfriend all by himself. After that, I went to the most luxurious apartment building downtown. It was close to the government center and had the strongest armed protection, so it was much safer from zombie attacks. I maxed out my credit card and rented the best floor in the building. Once everything in the apartment was set up, I used Teleport Mark to go back to my front door and secretly installed a tiny camera in the crack of the door. I wanted to watch my brother regret everything with my own eyes. Then I teleported back to the apartment, cracked open a soda, and got ready for the show. By then, my brother had already brought Liu Ruyan home. Babe, we're already short on money for stockpiling supplies. Why are we still spending on those useless metal frames? Looking at Liu Ruyan, who just obediently followed his lead, my brother got carried away and showed off his ability. Babe, you actually have a power like that? You're amazing. Seeing the look of admiration on Liu Ruyan's face, my brother felt like he was the hottest man alive. Watching him expose his power so easily in front of an outsider, all I could think was how unbelievably stupid he was. Without me there to cover for him, and after revealing his special ability like that, how many days did he really think he'd last in the apocalypse? The next 6 months were amazing for me. The non-stop rain crippled the entire city's transportation system. The news started reporting a strange illness spreading, and rumors about zombies suddenly exploded among the public. Meanwhile, my brother ran into a new problem. Babe, my parents are completely out of supplies. I want to bring them over here. That way our whole family can be together. My brother looked a little hesitant, and just when I thought he'd finally grown a brain, Liu Ruyan started sweet-talking him again. Didn't you say you're tired of eating bread? If my mom comes, she can cook. My brother can help clean the place. Then you won't have to do anything every day. You can just relax and enjoy yourself. And just like that, my brother caved. I thought he'd gotten smarter, but nope. There wasn't much food at home to begin with, and he still wanted to bring in even more mouths to feed. Seriously, what an idiot. Soon enough, he'd learned that in this world, only real family will ever treat you well unconditionally. Everyone else is just after what you have. The Liu family showed up soon after. I watched Liu Ruyan's mom wander all over my house, and the disgust in her eyes was obvious. Her little brother stormed in and started rifling through the place. He was starving, practically howling, and he tore into a roast chicken right away. Even that wasn't enough. He still wanted the packaged drumsticks too. The moment Liu Ruyan's brother sat down, he started asking if the house was really safe, since the stuff outside sounded terrifying. Before my brother could even react, Liu Ruyan had already spilled everything about his special power. The second her mom heard about my brother's ability, greed flashed across her eyes. Now that's a useful power. Jiajia really is the lucky star of our family. The whole family started flattering him, and he instantly got full of himself. By the 8th month of the apocalypse, the streets were completely empty. Nobody went outside anymore. Every household was living in fear, and the shadow of death was hanging over everyone. But my brother's place showed zero panic. They ate and drank every day like normal, burning through supplies like crazy. By the 10th month, they had been eating plain steamed buns for days straight. At that point, I could tell my brother was on the verge of breaking down. In my last life, even at our hardest times, I never let him eat that badly. I could see his regret growing day by day, but every time he was about to snap, Liu Ruyan would smooth things over. Guess love really does make people think they can live on nothing. Meanwhile, I was eating iced watermelon with barbecue, and I even had hot pot. Then I snapped a few pictures and posted them. Sure enough, my brother saw them. Even though he hadn't contacted me in months, he started blowing up my phone. Bro, where are you? I haven't been able to reach you for months. I was so worried about you. Bro, where are you? How do you still have barbecue? It looks so good. I remember your power lets you mark places. Are you teleporting food back home to eat? His tone was full of barely hidden desperation. He couldn't wait to squeeze all the information out of me. Bro, I'm starving at home by myself. Please come back. Even now, he was still trying to hide the fact that his house was packed with extra mouths to feed. He even tried to play the pity card to trick me into coming back. I can't come back, little bro. I never marked anything inside the house. Then I turned on the monitor, and sure enough, what I saw was his face twisted up with resentment. There wasn't a trace left of the cute, spoiled little brother I remembered. He'd already become someone ugly and unrecognizable. And that really was the truth. The very next day, I saw him start pulling dirty tricks. He uploaded my photo to the city forum and posted, "My brother's lunch is insanely good. Does anybody know if transportation is restored to where he lives? I'm going to go stay with him and eat like a king." Half a year into the apocalypse,